Yes, what's happening, people? And welcome back to Gav Goes In. Guys, big up yourselves each and every time for coming through. Big up to all the mods. Big up to all the newcomers coming in. Guys, as always, make sure you guys smash that like button and make sure you sub to the channel as well. Just waiting for Jonas to come through, and he's got some questions to ask, guys. So answer, sorry. So, here he is now. So I'm just going to add him in through now.
Yo,
Yo, bro.
what's going on?
Yo,
Can you hear me?
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
1 minute, 1 minute. Yo, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. All good, man. All good.
The fan's
Big
not
up
too
yourself for
loud, is
coming
it?
back through, man.
The fan's not too loud, is it?
No. Everything's cool, man. I can hear
Cool.
you clearly. Yeah, man.
Cool.
So, listen.
What's going on?
Hey, listen. I'm all good. The chat is all good. You're gonna have obviously Sham. You're gonna have Daniela defending you today as well. But bro, listen. Take it away, man. Let us know
What
what happened. What happened in
what's
last night's
the
game.
what's the question? Like, what have we got to discuss? What do people want to know?
Oi, listen, mad window. You know, probably the best window so far out of all the Premiership teams. But listen, let us know what the let us know what happened, man. Because penalty loss, do you know what I said before the game? I said that Liverpool would win possibly what 2-0, 3-1. Never did I see 2-2. You know, and again, I mean, what was your take on the game anyway? Did you think that Liverpool deserved to lose the game or unlucky?
I think we deserve to lose. I don't think we were
Really?
great. Yeah. I don't think we were great. Like,
Mm,
don't get it twisted. Don't like people come in there and people will go, oh yeah, but Liverpool spent all this money and blah blah and this and that. I'm not being funny on that end. To
mm,
see the way we played, like Slot said, we went to Crystal Palace last year and we didn't score.
yeah.
Like people are writing off Crystal Palace as this crap team. Like no, they're not a crap team. Like they've gotten to where they've gotten to because their
Mm,
manager has a belief that they can do certain things. Do you know what I mean? It's not a case of it's like, oh, Liverpool should have won and gone outright and won this game and blah blah. Like no, like as far as I'm concerned, it's still a new team that are coming together.
yeah.
Ekatike looks fucking brilliant.
Mm,
Like him and Verts' link up, absolute class. Like I
right.
can't deny that. Frimpong played well. There was a few people here and there. Do you know what I mean? It like we look good. I'm not denying that we don't look good, but again, Crystal Palace, we went 2-1 up and we got complacent. Like
Mm,
I think some of the subs were made incorrectly. Um, in terms of I don't know why he took Ekatike off when he's our biggest threat at that time.
yeah.
And it just goes to prove that we need a centre back, like another centre back, and
Mm.
it goes to prove what I miss Gravenberch is. Like I think Curtis Jones played well, but
I think
Gravenberch,
Gavin Birch didn't he become a dad or something
yeah,
the
yeah,
previous
yeah,
yeah.
but he
Right.
wouldn't have been able to play because he misses that game and then he
Yeah.
misses the first game of the season because of his
Oh,
red
is it?
card because of his red card last season.
Oh yeah, of course,
Um,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's sort of like, oh, there's not a lot that he can. Do you know what I mean? So,
Mm.
but at the end of the day, Liverpool weren't good enough. Crystal Palace stepped up. It is what it is. I'm gonna hold my hands up and say Crystal Palace were the better team. Second half, I don't know what he said to them, and I don't know. Like we had chances, we didn't bury
Mm.
them.
Yeah.
Like we did not bury our chances.
You know what? From what I saw, yeah, because I missed the first half. So obviously I got it literally about 5 minutes into the second half, and I think it might have been 2-1. Yeah, 2-1 Liverpool at the time.
Yeah,
And I think from what I heard that Ekatike played well. I heard that Florian Wirtz obviously got the assist for his goal as well. I heard
yeah,
those two are good. But again, the second half, from what I witnessed, you know, the thing is with Crystal Palace, yeah, I'll keep saying this. They've got some absolute dangerous players in their team.
yeah.
You know, and someone said to me the other day, they went to me, "Oh, where do you think Palace are going to finish?" And I said, "You know what? this top 10 is going to be difficult. So if they get top 10, I'd look at
Yeah,
that having a good season. But I think personally they can finish top 10 or even finish in the top 8, I would say, because they've got players in their team, and it's obviously dependent if they can keep all their players, but they've got players in their team that cause problems. Like you think of Ismail Assar. Ismail
yeah,
Assar is underrated, I'm telling you.
yeah.
He's not,
Mateta played brilliantly yesterday. Saar was
yeah,
brilliant. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Causing problems.
Eze, Mateta, Walton, Saw. He got
E-
Guehi at the back. Obviously, Guehi's obviously into last year of his contract. You know,
Even when
they've got some real good players, man. And I wasn't surprised that they actually came back, you know, because as I said, they've got players that will cause problems to most teams.
yeah,
And then as I said, man, I think when he took off Florian Wirtz, didn't he?
yeah,
Yeah, Wirtz came off. And I think once Wirtz came off, because Wirtz can hold on to the ball, I felt that Palace, you know, they were pressuring Liverpool a lot more.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then the goal they scored through Ismail Assar was a great finish, you know,
yeah.
near post, you know, in off the post as well. And then again, they had a chance to win it in normal time, you know. And the guy that actually scored the winning penalty, you know what was actually funny? He actually hit that off his right foot. And if he'd have hit it off his left foot, he probably wouldn't have even gone to penalties in the first place, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so yeah, man. But I think again, friendly, you know, and it's one of them things where um, let's be honest, man. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter.
Nah,
But I think it's a kind of wake up call to Liverpool, um, and it's a thing as well that does this press on their you know their eagerness to go and get the deal done for Isak. What
I,
do you
I
think?
think I think it will press on their eagerness to get that done,
Yeah.
and then probably to get either another DM and another centre back.
Mm,
I think they're them for me are the most important. Like I know
yeah.
people go, but Endo can come on and lock a game up. But the thing is if Gravenberch is there, you need someone of the same caliber of Gravenberch to sort of
Yeah.
be able to step up.
Mm.
Um,
What do you think of Curtis Jones? Do you think Curtis Jones can do a job?
I I like Curtis Jones. I just
Mm,
don't think he's. I think he holds on to the ball too long.
yeah.
I think he's a great player. Don't get me wrong. I think he's got great feet. He's like when you look at his stats yesterday,
Mm.
he completed all the passes he made.
Yes, I think I heard the commentator say that actually as
Do
well.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean? He made
Mm,
53 passes and completed all of them. Like
mm,
I'm not being funny. He's a good player. I
yeah.
just don't know if that DM role suits him. I think he holds on to it too long.
Yeah. To be fair, he's not a DM anyway, but he's
No,
just someone that you know he's come through the youth, and they're obviously going to give a lot of chances to. But I think when everyone's fit, I don't see him getting into the team. But I do think
no.
he's a good player. But
I think
maybe
yeah.
I think as long as he's at Liverpool, he'll be a squad player for me. You know.
Yeah, yeah, I think the same. But
Mm,
it's like the understatement thing where people go, "Oh yeah, but Liverpool." I'm not being funny. Nothing. Will Hughes came on
yeah.
and changed Palace's game.
Mm,
Like I think he was brilliant yesterday.
yeah.
Like I think he played really. I think he stepped up to the plate yesterday. He played very well, and his experience showed yesterday. Do you know what I mean?
Mm,
And I think like even stuff like that when people go, "Oh yeah, but they should be doing better," and I'm just like, yeah, but it's like now you're going into the season, and like I'm not being funny. Nothing. You've bought all these players. Fair enough, you've had pre-season, but
yeah.
these guys are still getting used to this fast-paced game and the way it's thing. But a few of them will settle in. They'll come in. They'll get a few
Mm,
challenges there and there, and they'll
mm,
settle in. But again, for me personally, I'm not that fussed. And I
yeah.
will like to remind people the person that wins it doesn't go on to like win the Premier League. So like years gone previous, the only person
Yeah.
that's
I've heard this as well. Yeah.
the only club that's done it is Man City, and that was in
Mm,
like 2019 or like 2020.
mm,
No, 2019. They won it. They won the Community Shield, and then they won the Premier League.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, but to me, it's a case of Liverpool now. Klopp will now not Slot will now be looking at and going, okay, where do we need to improve? Okay,
Mm,
you should be here. You should be doing this. Why is he running part? Do you know what I mean? It's stuff like that. And I know, like I got a lot. We got a lot of stick in the group yesterday. Going, oh, Van Disney. he was terrible, blah blah this and that. And say what you want. Like the guy made one challenge which led to a penalty. There's nothing he can do about that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's nothing. He's made a challenge. It's not great. A foot's got caught. Like a foot has got caught in between legs. There's nothing you can do about that. Do you know what I mean? But it's like the whole handball thing. Like when the ball came over, McAllister's jumping, and there's nothing he can do. Like he's jumping and his hands are in the air and it hits his hand, but it lands properly for Sarr for him to hit it, and everyone's going, but why is it not a pen? And it's like because it's landed perfectly for him to hit it on target. He's just not hit the target. That's all. Like what's he meant to, do you know what I mean? What's he meant to do? So
yeah, no, I mean, as I said, I didn't see the penalty that was given away, you know, but I think I see the one where Van Dijk tried to step up, and obviously that's how Sarr got through, didn't he?
Yeah. Frimpong doesn't step up with him, so I think what happens is.
But wait, why was Frimpong on the left hand side then?
No, he's on the right hand. So he's on the right side. So I think it was Rob.
No, but the thing is, the goal come from the right hand side.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is the ball slips in. So ball comes from their right hand side, but our left back.
Yeah.
And obviously Van Dijk goes to because everyone's pushed, but I think
okay. So Van Dijk goes to step in, but Frimpong didn't go up with him.
No. So I think Frimpong's a little bit slow to get out.
Okay.
And that's the problem. I don't think he's used to it. I think he's used to just being that deep. But because Van Dijk stepped and Frimpong's not stepped, it's almost like he's caught into like there's no, and that's where the community. It's just those little things, and it's like that will get sorted throughout the season. I'm not worried about that. Do you know what I mean? It's just a case.
As I said, it's a community shield, isn't it? You know, and I think it'd be a bit more concerning if it was, you know, a loss in normal time. But again, penalties are lottery, so you know what I mean, anything can happen. But I mean, exactly. What do you think? What do you think of your chances for back-to-back Premier League titles? Do you think this has any bearing on it?
Nah, I don't think so. Because I think in 90 minutes, I think we'll see games out. I'm not worried about us in 90 minutes. Like you say, it's gone to penalties. It's not like they've beaten us in casual time, and it's not like we didn't create chances to win the game. We had chances to win the game. Like Salah had a chance where he should have got it on target. Ekitike should have had another goal where he's headed it and it's just gone wide. Do you know what I mean? So it's not a case of these chances are being created. They're being created. Like there's no doubt that there's going to be goals in games. It's now just a case of getting them more clinical. And I'm not being funny, and I think Salah in the season, I'm not questioning him. He'll bury whatever. My only concern is I'd probably take him off penalties now. That's the second one he's skied. Like I'd put Szoboszlai on.
Well, if he's off penalties, boy, then I'll have to say, man, his numbers are going to drastically reduce.
I'd take him off penalties, you know I mean? and I'd put Szoboszlai on.
Yeah, but Szoboszlai, is he going to start games?
Yeah.
You think he'll start games, Szoboszlai? Yeah. When everyone's fit?
Yeah. Nobody does the running that Szoboszlai does. I know people go, oh yeah, but you got McAllister and you got Thing. I'm not being funny.
Let me ask you this though, quickly, So if you're saying he starts Szoboszlai, that means you've got Gravenberch, McAllister who start, yeah?
No, Gravenberch will start. I don't think McAllister will start every game.
What, you think he'll be a bench player, McAllister?
Yeah, I don't think he'll start every game. I think he'll alternate between McAllister and Gravenberch. I don't think he'll start every game. Don't get me wrong. I know people go, oh yeah, but Szoboszlai, when he closes that, he's horrible. He is horrible to play against. And that was proven yesterday.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Yeah, I mean, I thought you might have said he would be one that's come off the bench because you think of Florian Wirtz coming in there. I mean, Wirtz is going to play. So I'm thinking Wirtz in the 10, then you got McAllister and Gravenberch slightly deeper, and then you've got Salah, Ekitike, and Cody Gakpo. Yeah. That's what I thought. You know what I mean?
Gakpo played well yesterday as well. Yeah, it'd be different. Like I say, it's for me personally. I think he starts Szoboszlai after yesterday. I think because McAllister didn't start yesterday. McAllister came on. Yeah,
I see it. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So to me, in my head, I think he's looking at it and going, when Grav is back, probably Grav starts, Szoboszlai starts, and Vert starts. But the link up between Vert and Ekitike, unreal. Some of the touches Ekitike was making yesterday was absolutely disgusting.
He's to be fair, he's a good player, man. He's a very good player.
I didn't realize how quick he was as well for
yeah,
a
he's
big
lightning,
lad.
man, he's got a good change of pace, man. He's a good player. He's a good player, and this is why if you guys go and get Isak, like I wonder what Slot's gonna do, because you've got too many players there that have to kind of be fitted into this team because of how much that's been spent on them. You know, if Isak comes, he's starting. Wirtz is gonna start. Ekitike looking like he should start. We know Salah's gonna play. You know what I mean? So how are you gonna fit all those players in? But I had someone today actually telling me on my earlier stream. They said to me that Salah's struggling because there's no more Trent.
Nah, because it's a different. This is the thing. People go that, but it's not. It's a different. So like, there was a moment. So there's a moment where Salah's looking for someone, and literally Frimpong comes out of nowhere. Frimpong comes out of nowhere, and Salah just goes, "Yeah, you can have it." But it's a different option. He's not looking to. He's not looking to spray the ball. He knows I've got players that can do that. I don't need to do that. But what he's looking for is, on the off chance that nobody's paying attention, because like you say, everybody now is going to be looking at it and going, "Oh, but Frimpong should be doing what Trent does and just sit back and spray a ball." No. Frimpong's different. It's a lot worse to play against.
Yeah.
Because I think I had a back three yesterday and had two wing backs. But don't get twisted. If Frimpong goes, he's coming back. He's quick enough to get back, which he does.
Yeah, he's lightning, man. He's lightning.
Do you know what I mean? Him and Kirkins are quick enough to get back. So to me, in my head, it gives Salah a different option, which is horrible for a defender. Because now a defender's got to think, do I get close to Salah? Do I then wait and cover Frimpong if he comes past? Like, what do I do? Because the wing back, his automatic thing is, as soon as the ball in the back three, as soon as the ball's gone, he's got to be up that line because now he's an option. But at the moment that ball turns over, it's horrible because now you've got to think either Kirkes goes or Frimpong goes. We're fucked. It's 4-on-3 now. What do we do?
Yeah.
So
no, you're right. You're right, man. You're right. I mean, to be honest with you, I think with Frimpong, you know, and I've said this a few times now. I said if they want to get the best out of Salah, you know, obviously as we know, what's he now? Salah 33 now? Is he about 33?
Yeah, I think it's 33, 34.
Yeah, so I said, you know what it is with Salah. I think if they want to get the best out of Salah, they might need to change to a three at the back, because if you can play a three at the back and you play because Frimpong obviously in a four is a right back, even though he's got the pace to get up and down the pitch.
Yeah.
If you've got him as a wing back, he can solely focus on occupying that whole right hand side with his pace. Yeah. So I said if you go to a three at the back and you've got Frimpong there, that will allow Salah to get more numbers, because Salah will be infield and he can just spend his time just trying to get the numbers in and not having to worry about the right hand side, because Frimpong will have that dominated. So I'm surprised Slot hasn't really thought of that, because I think the longer you guys play this four, because with Trent could find Salah, you know, from anywhere in the pitch, really, with his passing. That's not Frimpong's game. So for me, if you want to get a more efficient Salah, I think you guys need to change the formation and have Frimpong wing back and then have Salah closer to goal.
What I think, this is in my head, what I'm thinking he thinks is what will happen is automatically you got the two centre backs, the two full backs. All that'll happen is Gravenberch will drop between the two of them. So Gravenberch drops between the two of them, it then becomes a back three, and then you've got the two wing backs. Because then when you're attacking, then teams go, they've gone to a back three. How does that work? Do you know what I mean? And then when they're being attacked, they go to a back four. They go to a flat back four. So I don't know if that's the way they're looking at it, but in my head, that's the way I'd look at it.
The thing is, though, most teams build up in a three anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you think of Van Dijk, Konate, and then, you know, Gravenberch drops in as well, you know, and then, because I think personally it'd be better for Liverpool if they change to the three. You know, they can build up in that three and have the wing backs high up the pitch. And I think that will get you guys more goals and it'll give you guys another attacking outlet as well. But again, I can't. I mean, there's been no talk about him changing the formation, but
No.
I just wonder if that's in the back of his mind, because again, I don't want Liverpool to do it because I think it makes Liverpool dangerous, but that could be something to think about, man. Personally,
It could be a conversation that he's just having.
yeah,
It's because it's a different option. I suppose it depends on who you're playing. Because
yeah,
if you're playing a low block team, then you
mm,
might go, okay, we'll go over back three,
yeah,
and
yeah,
we'll think about hitting them.
mm.
But if we're playing one of the top six, seven, eight teams, you might be
It might be
going,
too, might be too risky. Yeah,
yeah, it might be going. We'll play with a back four, and we'll
yeah,
play the way we play because eventually they'll open up a gap. And
yeah,
that's all that happened yesterday. It opened up a gap, and that's the thing. Liverpool now are a ball playing team, and that's what's good is they look like a ball. They're not scared to go back.
yeah,
It's not like they got to go. Oh, I need to ping it diagonally. No, they're going. We'll keep
mm,
it. Eventually, a gap will open, and that's all they do. Is they're just shifting teams.
yeah.
That's all
Yeah,
they're doing.
they've definitely they're more of a progressive ball playing team than they was under Klopp. You look at the majority of their lineup that they're all ball players. You got Van
Yeah,
Dijk, you got Kirkes, um, Gravenberch, McAllister, Verts, Ekatike. These guys are all football players. So
yeah,
whereas Liverpool teams gone by, a lot of it was high energy, high pressing.
yeah,
But since Slot's come there again, he wants to play a different way. So yeah,
yeah,
I think they'll be all right, man, definitely. But I think yesterday was a bit. I say concerning. It's a friendly, in it. But
yeah,
I actually said I thought Liverpool win it easily. But it just
yeah.
shows you, man.
Nah,
Palace, yeah, it
I
can't be
just,
written off.
yeah, I just don't take nothing away from Palace. I know people go, oh, yeah, but it's Palace.
Mm,
But say what you want. Palace
yeah,
did well last season to get
mm,
to where. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that they've kept the team that they've got and they've added to it
yeah,
says something. If Eze stays now, like I'm not being funny, I think they should be up there challenging. They should be up there challenging in Europa. They should be up
mm.
there challenging for the top 8 positions, 9. Do you know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, I got a bit of a different take on it because I'm not sure if you've seen the news today. They've lost their appeal
Yeah, but
in the Europa League.
they're in Conference League, innit?
Yeah, but I just don't. You know what? I think if they keep all their players, then fair enough. But I'm just thinking the likes of Eze, the likes of Mateta. I think Walton stays another season. I think Saar won't go anywhere. But I think definitely Eze and Mateta. I wonder if they're looking at it now, thinking, well, we're not in Europa League. Could this be a chance to move? I
Yeah,
would personally like them to stay and help Palace be more competitive, unless one of them comes to Man United, of course. But
yeah.
I
I,
wonder if
I
that might
can't
be in the back of their mind.
I can't see them moving. I can't see them forcing a move. Basically,
Yeah.
I think they're happy with where they're at in
Mm.
terms of I'm playing week in week out. Fair enough. Europa is not is conference is not Europa, but we're in some form of European football.
Yeah.
We can go and win this, and then make our steps and push for the next. Do you know what I mean? Push for the next thing
Mm.
as a squad,
Yeah.
and in their head, Eze, he'll be looking at it, going, because I'm assuming he'll be captain next year, this year.
Well, this is the thing. Like, because I noticed that as well. When Guehi went off, Eze was the captain, and I think that's clever because what Oliver Glasner, again, he's a very good coach. Glasner, he had no, he didn't have, actually. No, I don't think Ekatike and that was at Frankfurt when he was there. I think they come after, but he obviously has credentials winning Europa League with Eintracht Frankfurt in the first place. So
Yeah,
I think they've got a very good manager there, Palace. But I think it's clever in the sense that when Guehi's off the pitch, Eze is the vice captain, and it's one of them things that's showing Eze that how much they regard him.
yeah,
And that could be something that might keep him at the club. But who knows, man? Who knows? But they've got a lot of players in their team that a lot of the other teams could do with.
yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, so. But yeah, what I'm gonna do? Let me get onto the chat. Big up to the chat as well for coming through, guys.
Yeah,
As
big up
always,
everybody.
if I don't go through all your chats, then obviously it's apologies, but I'm gonna go through the ones that are standout questions in a sense, because obviously we ain't got much time on there. But yeah, big up yourselves as well each and every time. So Gamers, reluctant NFUC says, stay humble, Liverpool. A lot of yapping been happening. Yeah, listen, all banter, man, but yeah, Liverpool going to be one of the contenders for sure. Gamer saying Jonas going to say Community Shield means nothing. To be fair, he hasn't even said that today, so we'll let him off.
Listen,
Big up to Lumi Rain as well.
a
Go on.
trophy's a trophy in your cabinet, but I mean, it.
Put it this way,
Oh,
it's one more than Arsenal's. Put it that way. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Big up to Lumi. So Lumi says Rodrigo is now 8 to 13 odds on to join City. If they have Rodrigo, Hall, and then Marmoush, then I won't be so confident in us winning the league. Your thoughts? Yeah, Lumi, big up yourself. But you guys are never win the league anyway. So I'm not quite sure where I'm not quite sure where you're getting you guys winning this league. I've told you plenty of times, you guys ain't winning nothing.
Have
So
you have you
let's
seen?
relax with that. Huh?
Have you seen? Have you seen? Which I cannot believe, by the way. Have you
Go
seen who
on.
Tottenham are getting?
Bro, listen, we're gonna get into that. Don't worry, we're gonna get into that because let me tell you this now. Yeah, there's two things. Because Grealish has gone to Everton, yeah, on loan, and
Yeah,
as you said, Savinho is now in talks with Tottenham, yeah, which I'm surprised. The only reason I'm thinking I can see this happening, City are gonna go out and they're gonna get a big hitter, and I said this morning, I can see it being Rodrigo. They're gonna go out and they're gonna get someone because it's funny how we've been saying the whole season they need to go and get a left winger, yeah, because they've got a hole in that team. Jeremy Doku's not good enough. Grealish is obviously falling out with Pep and he's looking like he's on his way. The fact that Grealish is now gone on loan, Savinho's possibly going as well, which means on that left hand side they've only got Doku, who's an out and out winger, and obviously Marmoush can play out there as well. They're gonna go and get a big hitter, and I think it's Rodrigo. It has to be. It has to be. It has to be
but
Rodrigo.
but do you think he goes now? Like, do you think he goes to City now?
Bro, all it takes, bro, yeah, I'll be honest with you, all it takes, if City, if any club wants a player, and this is what I don't understand, yeah. A lot of clubs like to do the whole messing around, like, and we're not sure if they want them or not. If City just say, look, we're interested in Rodrigo, how much for Rodrigo, they can make it happen. Is if Rodrigo comes out and says, look, I'm not leaving Real Madrid, then you know where you
Yeah,
stand with the player.
yeah, and
But he's not
that's
said
my
that. Yeah.
that's my only concern is Rodrigo then going to turn around and be like, actually, I'm going from Madrid to City to be
Mm.
like, yeah, I want to. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how Rodrigo feels about. I know everybody wants to work with Pep.
Yeah.
That's no question of doubt. But the question in the back of his head must be, what does what happens when Pep goes? Who steps in? Because Pep's only talking about what, another 2 years, maybe.
Yeah, but the thing is, City are that like organized. I think they're gonna have a contingency plan when Pep goes anyway. They've already got their next manager. I reckon they've got the next manager lined up. I believe
Yeah,
City do that. But for me, I think Rodrigo for me needs to go for so many reasons. Because he's got more of a chance of being, you know, number one, I would say, at City than is at Real Madrid. Because if you look
yeah,
at City's squad, yeah, you can't actually say City have a number one player. I mean, people will
no,
look at Rodri, because he won the Ballon d'Or, but he's out injured at the moment. But
yeah,
City don't have a number one superstar. Erling Haaland, you could say, but I'm talking about a superstar in the sense of a Lamine Yamal. If you look
yeah,
at Real Madrid, they've got two in. I'm not even mentioning Bellingham in that either. Yeah, so he can get out of it. But Vinicius Junior and Mbappe, and
yeah,
as long as those two are there, Rodrigo's going to be third place. So I just think he's got all the talent. He's got he's marketable as well. And
yeah,
I think if he goes to Man City, you look at Grealish now going on loan. I think in terms of marketability, I think Grealish was up there. I
yeah,
believe Rodrigo, if he comes to Man City, he can be, one of the superstars in Man City. So
yeah.
I can see it happening. But again, if he turns around and says, look, I don't want to leave, then at least you know where you stand. But until we hear that, it's
That,
anyone's. You know what I
and
mean?
that's my thing, and like you say, that's what annoys me. Like the
Yeah.
whole thing. the whole thing with like Liverpool now saying we want Isak. Isak blatantly wants to go to Liverpool.
Yeah,
Like there's no hiding it. There's no denying. Eddie Howe is now excluded him from the squad. So why don't Liverpool now just turn around and just go, "Here's your money. We'll take him."
yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There you go. There you go. There you go. But I
Because you know
think
what you're buying.
this loss might even tempt Liverpool to even make a second bid, because obviously that second bid's going to be incoming.
Yeah,
So it just depends what kind of bid they're going to do.
but they
You
need to
know.
do it. They should have gone. Okay, Sunday night we've lost the game now. Okay, what are Newcastle talking about? How much are we talking about? Because
Yeah.
in my head, it needs to be done now. Because now you're playing the game. In my head, it should just be okay. What are Newcastle talking about? What fee are we talking about that we can get him for?
Mm.
And then you go and talk to Newcastle and you go, look, we want to buy such and such. What's your fee? How much are we talking about? What do we need here? Like what will get this deal over the line? Because at the end of the day, they as much as Newcastle fans will go, but we don't want to sell him and blah blah. The money's nice to have because you can't go and spend. You've already spent 50 million on freaking on Alanga,
Yeah.
and then you've not nobody's really gone out the door. You need a big hitter to go out the door to then go and get Wissa. Otherwise, you've
Bro,
got no money to spend.
listen. I'm not sure if you seen my stream the other day, yeah, because they've been linked with Samu Omarodian, yeah, and I think this Isak deal. If they want Omarodian and they can get Vissa, I say they do the deal, because I'm not saying, because Vissa's shown in this league, yeah, that he can score goals.
Yeah,
Omarodian, he's a physical threat and he could offer a different dynamic to that Newcastle team. But I think if Newcastle can get Omarodian and Vissa and get 150 for Isak, I think that's probably a better deal, in my opinion.
but
150 and two
yeah,
strikers.
yeah. What
Hmm.
are we doing here? And I know
Yeah,
people go, but Liverpool has spent this amount and that amount. But what people don't realize is what you have to understand is we've sold a lot of players,
yeah,
and we sold a lot of players for net fee. So it's not like we're selling players that we bought. No, no, no. These are players that have come from the academy. Like there's still players that could still go out the door. Like Nunes just went for 47 million or whatever it was, and
mm,
add-ons it takes it up to like 60 million. Like
yeah,
we sold Diaz for 65 million. Like that's 125 there.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I'm
You
not
guys
being
got
that's
money, man.
that's 125 there. I'm not being
Yeah,
funny enough, I think, but in my head, the deal is easy. Just go and get it done. I
mm.
don't like you say. I don't understand why we hum and haw and we go, big man. I might
Bro, it
give you a
gets on my
little bit.
nerves, man. It
I
gets on
might
my
give you
nerves.
a little piece extra. Like, what are we bargaining for, bro? Just pay the Ross money. Let's go.
Bro, listen, listen. I'm the converted man. I'm telling you, because I've been saying this for time. I can't stand when clubs do this. It's like we're talking about players that they should go and get. There's concrete interest in. Just go and pay the money.
Yeah,
You're just
yeah,
pissing around for what reason? You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Like, what are we trying to? Why are we trying to get a bargain? In my head, you
Yeah,
know, you know what you're paying for. So in
yeah,
terms of when you pay for Benjamin Sesko, I'm not being
mm,
funny enough here. Sesko goes and scores 20 goals next season. Yeah,
mm,
shirt sales go up.
yeah,
Automatically, you're in the green now because he's made his money now.
yeah,
He's scored the amount of goals he needs to score. His shirt sales have gone up. Do you know what I mean? And it's not a case of when people go, "Oh yeah, but I'm worried about this." And listen, no matter what you do, it's like when you buy insurance. It's just in case shit happens. Do you know what I mean? If nothing happens, you're still paying for the insurance. Nobody cares. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's true though. Do
It's
you know
true,
what I
man.
mean?
It's true. It's
We worry
true.
about these things, and people go, "Oh, but what happens if he gets injured?" If buts and maybes, we ain't got time for that. You know what the
Mm,
man, you know what he's worth. You know he wants to play for you. Why are we humming and hawing?
yeah.
Just go and get
Bro,
the deal
you know
done.
what though, yeah? I'll tell you now, yeah. I'm gonna laugh, yeah, because I do believe they make a second bid, yeah.
Yeah,
And again, as we've mentioned before, 150 might not even get him because the ball's in Newcastle's court at the end of the day, yeah. But it's gonna make me laugh if Liverpool's next bid So their first bid was what, 110 mil,
So
including add-ons?
I think it was 100 mil, and then
Yeah.
it went up to 110, including
Okay.
add-ons. I
Okay.
think. I think.
Right. So let me tell you this now, yeah? You see their next bid, yeah? Their next bid for me, which they're not going to do, needs to be, and this will show intent, yeah? Their next bid for me has to be 135 mil up front, yeah? Or however they do it. I'm not sure if they're going to do a payment plan of 5 years, 4 years. I don't know. But they're
Yeah.
going to need to, they're going to need to part way with 135 mil and like 10 to 15 mil in add-ons. This is what they have to do, yeah? But I guarantee you they're going to come in with an extra 10 mil up front and then an extra 5 mil or something in add-ons. And it's going to
I
be a waste of time.
I think Liverpool will go in with 115. I
Yeah.
think they'll go in at 115, and I
Mm.
think they might put 15 in on that as add-ons.
Bro, waste of
But
time. They're not getting him for that.
but again, I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens to the conversation. I don't know
Yeah.
if because I know Newcastle fans are going, "Oh, you'll never get him," and this and that. Listen,
Yeah.
is that can force his hand? Do you know what I mean? He's already isolated the man from the squad and gone, "Oh, he doesn't want to play for us." No, no, no. He hasn't said that. All the
Mm.
man said was, "Liverpool is my dream move." That's all he
Mm.
said. And this is why we say fans are so fickle because all
Yeah.
they do is they argue and they go, "Oh yeah, but what about this and what about that and
Mm.
like what happens if we do this?" Like, big man, listen, if buts and maybes, we can't argue about that. Isak said that he wants to go. He's not
Yeah.
said I'm not happy playing for Newcastle.
He
He
wants
might
he
still
wants to
be
go, yeah.
happy.
Mm.
Yeah, he might still be happy playing for him. But the problem
Yeah.
is the matter of the fact is that they've turned around and gone, nah, we don't really like. We need to isolate him from the squad because now he's told everybody he wants to go to Liverpool.
Yeah.
He's never made a secret of it.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? He's never made a secret. It's like Sesko turning around and going, I want Man United, no matter what the money is.
Mm. It's true. It's true. Who knows, man? Who knows? But as I said, that next bid that you said, man, if they make that 115 million, yeah, and the add-ons, I
Yeah.
swear to God, man, you have to laugh because that's not going to get Isak, man. Like
No, it's
they've
not.
said, like they've come out and made it blatantly obvious they want 150, and as I said, even the 150 might not even get you Isak, you know. So I'm just waiting for this next bid. But you know what it is? I do think now, the more that I'm thinking about it, if they get if because again they've been linked to Visa and Omarodian, and
Yeah.
there's not been anything concrete after that. But I think if they do that, then them getting 150 and getting two strikers in, again, Visa's shown he can score goals and he'll be at a better team.
Exactly.
Omarodian's a physical threat, and they've got 150, and they signed that Malik Tior as well from AC Milan. You know, they could go and get a Donnarumma as well.
That's what they.
Like,
That's what they
don't
took.
rule out Donnarumma.
That's what I mean. That's what
So
they took. But again, they need to. I know they're going on about PSR, but they need to sell.
yeah,
They need to sell in order to in order to be able to buy these players.
yeah, yeah,
So and like in my head, it's what they need to do. So they need to in order for PSR to happen, they have to
mm,
sell a big hitter,
yeah,
which
yeah,
in turn then means they need to sell Isak in order
yeah,
to buy whoever they want to buy.
yeah, yeah. So basically, what we're saying is Isak's gonna go. Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I think Isak goes. No matter what,
Mm.
Isak goes, and it's just about how much they spend. It's just
Yeah,
about
yeah,
who they bring in the door.
yeah,
But for me, it's more about you want this player. How much are you willing to spend in order to get this player, and who are you buying on the back of that?
yeah. And do you think it's only Liverpool really? That he's gonna go.
I think it's only Liverpool that he wants. I
Right.
don't think I can't see him going anywhere else. Only
Mm.
because Liverpool have been chased. Like I think if anyone else goes in for him, I don't think he's. I think he's happy
That
to
team.
stay. Yeah, he's happy to stay at Newcastle. But I think
Mm.
Liverpool is the dream move that he wants.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough, man. We'll wait and see, man. But it's gonna be interesting. That's what I will tell you. Niche fan says 300 million spent to be owned by Dean Henderson. Oh, and you're not kidding, East. Yeah. Listen. All right. Listen. I'll be honest, man. Let's hope that's the case. But who knows, man? Who knows? Big up to Lumi says, Gav, seeing Liverpool's fragility made me confident the mighty Arsenal will win the league. Yeah, Lumi,
Wow.
man. Listen, Lumi is relentless, but let me tell you now, they're not winning no league title. That's what I will
Listen,
tell you.
let them be confident because the thing is
Yeah,
in my head, I look at Arsenal and I think to myself, I don't care what happens now. I'm not being funny. That in the game it was 2-2. It went to penalties. Like in my head, if we'd have lost the game, it's a different
mm,
story. Then you start
mm,
looking at it, and then you start looking and going, okay, cool. This is what's happening. This is what's going on. We look bad in these positions, but that wasn't the case. Liverpool dominated that game for the first half.
yeah, mm,
We started slow in the second half. As soon as Palace got that goal, the game changed.
yeah,
And that's where Liverpool need to start looking at it. The moment we're on top, we need to dominate the game. We need to go and get a third, a fourth. There's no point in resting in law. And that's what the strikers are in for. We're going to get a third. We're going to get a fourth. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah. Yeah, it was, well, listen, I think Liverpool ain't got nothing to worry about personally. You know, I think
nah.
if they add Isak to their team, it's only going to strengthen what they've going to do. Because I think Slot's a good manager anyway,
Yeah.
and they've still got key players. You know that will get um, business done, man. So I think they're going to be fine. You know,
Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
just going through some of the chats, guys. Big up to all of you as well for coming through. Make sure, guys, you smash the like button and make sure you sub to the channel. And guys, make sure you follow Jonas as well on his Instagram. So his link is in the description. So give him a follow, guys, when you get a chance.
Yeah, and if
Uh,
not, follow me on X as well. On Gav's X. You just follow me on that.
yeah, follow him on Twitter, guys, X as well. Obviously, if you go onto my page as well, obviously, yeah, just follow Jonas on there. Uh, Gav, do you think Bellingham deserved to be nominated for the Ballon d'Or? Listen, I've spoken about this guy so many times, man. He's the biggest fraud out there. You know, biggest. Him and I done a poll the other day. Actually, I said, who's the biggest overrated? Who's the most overrated player? Bellingham or Bruno Fernandes? And Bellingham's winning by a big margin, to be fair. But yeah, listen, he's gonna be nominated for the Ballon d'Or because of PR. Let's face it. You know, PR is getting the better of football now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not really going to speak on Bellingham, but most of you know my thoughts on him anyway. So I think it means Munoz. So Munoz is the underrated best right back in the league. Yeah, listen, Daniel Munoz of Palace. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
he's a good
he's
player, man,
quality.
and
Yeah, yeah.
they got him for relatively cheap as well. So, but yeah, he's someone that I think a lot of teams may be looking at him next season. I think this
Yeah.
season he's not going to go anywhere. But next season, if he's still playing the same way that he is, I think a lot of teams will be looking at him, man. Because
Is he Brazilian?
no, he's from
Or is he
Colombia or one of them countries. Is it
uh,
Ecuador or Colombia? It's one of them countries like Colombia Colombia or something like that. Yeah.
because I'm assuming he might just it might be like what Barcelona did with Leeds when they went and got Rafinha. They might just
Rafinha,
kind of
yeah,
do you know what I mean? They might just,
maybe. But Jules Koundé signed a new contract, so he ain't
yeah,
going nowhere. But yeah, no,
yeah,
Munoz is a good player, man. And as I said, man, the guy's got energy for days. And
yeah,
I think if he's still putting up the same performances, you know, I think a few other teams will try and test Palace's resolve. You
yeah,
know,
yeah. And I
um,
think that could happen.
yeah, I do think that as well. Let's see. Arsenal and Pakistan cricket team with these mad comments. I'm not sure if he's trolling me or if he's being serious. Yeah, Gav, is Zubamendi the next Busquets in your opinion? Hell no, hell no. Like, I know you're an Arsenal fan, man, but come on, let's be realistic. Is Zubamendi the next Busquets? I don't think you know how good Busquets is. The closest player to Busquets is Rodri, and Rodri just has the physicality that Busquets didn't have. And even that, Rodri's not on Busquets' level. I don't think people realize how good Busquets was. Like, the best way to describe Busquets and Iniesta is that Busquets and Iniesta, for me, they were the Messi of their positions. That's how good they are. So, yeah, to answer that question, he's nowhere near it, man. And don't ever put that in the chat again. Yeah, listen, I know you guys, I know you Arsenal fans are deluded, but yeah, that's ridiculous, man. I think he's a good player, Zumendi, but he's no Busquets. He's no
I,
Busquets.
I,
Let's
I
allow
think the
that.
problem. I think the problem is Arsenal fans. To me, Arsenal fans don't have. I don't know what it is,
Hmm.
but for me, Arsenal fans just have no sense of like
Awareness.
I don't. Yeah, like when your team's shit. Like when your team's shit, you shit. Like there's no doubt in it. Do you know what I mean? Like you're gonna walk fucking Madueke. Like
Bro, listen. The amount of times I keep saying this, yeah. When they sign Noni Madueke, yeah, like these Arsenal fans can come and tell me, he's going to be a game changer, this and that. Listen, you spent 52 mil on Madueke, and he doesn't get into your best lineup realistically. So what
yeah,
is the point? And then these guys have the cheek to come and tell me they're going for Rodrigo. You see how dumb it is, yeah? Yeah. Let's move on. Big up to Rinser. Big up, bro. Each and every time. Says Man United to get Donnarumma. To be honest with you, I would love Donnarumma to come through, but I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I think because I said it earlier this morning, Edison's been linked to Galatasaray, even
oh,
though
has
I
it?
don't think he goes there. Yeah, but I said maybe City could go and get Donnarumma. I mean, they just bought James Trafford, but the problem
Yeah,
is with Pep. Pep likes ball playing goalkeepers, so you'd have to
yeah.
say that Donnarumma's not going to happen.
Nah, nah.
I think Newcastle. You got Chelsea, but then again, Chelsea have got Penders, who's on loan at Strasbourg. But as I mentioned before, I think if Chelsea are smart, yeah, what they should do, because they rate this Penders highly, they say he's the next Courtois, yeah. They should probably do a similar deal to what they done with Courtois when Courtois went to Atletico Madrid. So I
Yeah,
think what they should do is either sell him to a club like that if he comes back from Strasbourg and proves he's good enough, then add a buyback clause in there, yeah, or loan him for 2 years somewhere. But the only problem that is that if you're bringing in Donnarumma, he's only 26, so he's gonna
yeah.
be there for another 10 years. So
Probably, yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's difficult, really.
yeah,
So I can't really tell you what club he goes to, if I'm honest. But I would love it to be Man United, but it's not gonna happen personally, in my opinion. So, but yeah, we can dream in it.
yeah,
Why is Donnarumma gonna come to a team that's not in Champions League? Um,
yeah. It
you
made
know,
no sense for him.
Yeah, he's a Champions League keeper, man. So big up, man. Big up to Deki. Deki says um Sabozlai has been playing in the pivot in preseason, been playing well, will be rotation between him, Grav, Maka, and Jones alternating. I hear it. I hear it.
Yeah,
Rinter saying Liverpool won't win the league. no, no surprise there. No surprise there. Um, Big up to Jay says Salah played yesterday and blasted his own. Yeah, listen. That do you know why he missed that penny? He leaned back as well.
yeah. He did.
He leaned back. So I think Rince is boiling piss in this chat. He's just hating on every Liverpool player. Listen, I'm normally with it, but when you're an Arsenal fan, yeah, let's allow it, man. You know what I
let's
mean?
let's get to the first game of the season and see what Arsenal do.
Yeah, there you go against us. So
Do you
and
know what
guys,
I
listen,
mean?
I'll be doing a live watch along for that game, man. So if you guys want to come through and watch the Man United Arsenal game, then by all means come through. Um, Guys, again, if I miss some of your chats, apologies, but we're gonna try and get through it because we're gonna have to wrap in a little bit, and I want to get through something else as well. So, Cruel Eagle says, Gav, what advice would you give an aspiring 16-year-old football player like Jay? So, the advice I would give, this is the honest truth. If you want to become a football player, you have to give your all to it. Like it's relentless.
Yeah,
Every day, what are you doing to make your dream a reality?
yeah.
And that means getting the correct amount of sleeping, make sure you're training, eating properly, staying away from the women, the girls. Like these things are
Alcohol.
important. The alcohol as well.
Do
Listen,
not do not touch it. Listen,
yeah,
it'll all come in. Your dues will be paid all in good time. But the best players make it because that's what they want to do. There's
sacrifice. Yeah,
there is no. I just want to take 5 minutes. Listen, you can either be great at what you can either be good at what you can at what you do, or you can be great at what you do.
Yeah.
And to be great at what you need to do, you need to understand that there's certain sacrifices that you need to understand that you need to give up, whether it be I just want to hang out with my friends for 5 minutes. Listen, you got your whole life to do that. Don't worry
100.
about that. That will come back round, and the people that are around you should be telling you that. They're people that you should be saying to you, listen, I know you want to go and do these things. You're 16, 17, whatever. I know you want to go and do these things. But if this is something that you're serious about, you got to give up all of this for a little while.
100%, bro. Couldn't disagree more.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, man, like you have to look at it like this, all the successful superstars in whatever field they're doing, they've all had to sacrifice something to get to where they want to get to. That's what I would say, man. Just
Yeah.
yeah, big up Rinser. That's what I would say, man. Like just add, just put the work in, be tunnel vision, and all these things will fall into place. That's a fact. And as I say,
Yeah.
with the women always want someone that's successful. So if you're someone that wants to go and chase the women, chase the girls, and forget about your passion, if it's football, the likelihood of it happening is not. You got to be tunnel vision and block out all the distractions.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So,
Yeah.
but big up, man. Big up Crawley Eagle, man, for the comment. Big up to Lumi. Lumi says, Gav, in your opinion, is Saka world class? Is Saka world class? It depends what you're deeming world class, because if I'm looking at world class from the players that I've seen throughout the years, then hell no, he's not world class. So
He's
it
nowhere near.
depends what you mean by world class, really.
He's nowhere near. If we're talking about, like, people always say and say, oh yeah, but coming up comparing to Salah. Like, I'm not being funny. That in 8 seasons in a row, if
Yeah.
Saka can do what Salah's doing 8 seasons in a row and get a Ballon d'Or nomination and not win it, then we can talk about world class. Because the man is doing it on stages that are not being done before. He's carrying his Egypt team. Like, I'm not being funny, and I think, and people are going, oh yeah, but what about Saka? Saka's been made to be this scapegoat and this guy that we put on a pedestal, and
Yeah.
it's like, if you're going to judge him by that, you then got to look at Lamine Lamal. You then got to look at, do you know what I mean? You got to look at all these
Yeah.
other young players, Harvey Elliott. You got to look
Mm.
at, do you know what I mean? And like, in my head, I'm not being funny, and I think Harvey Elliott's scoring in Champions League. He's scoring in, do you know what I mean? He's scoring in
Yeah.
games that are important.
Yeah.
So if Saka's world class, what does that make Harvey Elliott? Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's those sort of things that annoy me when people are going, oh yeah, but you got to look at the context. But like, I'm not being funny, and I think Salah's important to Arsenal. But if he goes to any other team, does he? If he goes to City, does he still do what he's doing? If he goes to
He's
Liverpool, does
a
he
player,
still?
man.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
because he's a big fish in a small pond at Arsenal.
Yeah, I agree. I think what is this? What it is with this world class tag? I think that gets thrown out too easily,
Yeah, it
And
does.
for me, Saka is a very good player. He is.
Yeah.
But when we're talking about world class, I mean, there's only a few players that are world class for me. And as I said, the level has dropped so much. I can probably name you. There's probably about 10 players for me that I genuinely think are world class in this era of football, and Saka's not one of them. So,
No.
very good player, but not world class for me. You know. Um, so Lumi says, "Don't be putting Elliot in the same sentence as Saka." Do you know what? Yeah, I knew that was gonna be. I knew that was gonna happen. But now
Listen,
Lumi, he's not.
say
He's not putting them in the same class. He's just saying that for what Elliot has done, in terms of scoring Champions Leagues,
yeah, like,
he's shown up in pivotal moments.
say what you
Has
want.
Saka
The
done that
kids,
yet? I'm not too sure.
no, he hasn't got a Premier League medal. He hasn't got a Champions League medal. So until he
Yeah,
gets either one of those, he can't chat to Harvey Elliott. In my opinion, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
there's none of that. And it's not
yeah,
comparing him; it's understanding. People are going, "Oh, but he's world class. Saka's world class, and he's done this and he's done that." What's he done in the final? Do you know what I mean? Like, have
true.
Arsenal got? Has he dragged them to a final to then say, "Oh, he's world class"? Do you know what I mean? Has he
Yeah,
then scored in a game where it's important? Like, I'm not
mm,
being funny, and I think Harvey Elliott's coming off the bench and scoring in games where it's important for him to score. He's starting
yeah,
in games. He's in a Champions League game, biggest stage, and he's stepping up and scoring and doing whatever he needs to do. The kid's got a Champions League medal, a Premier League. He's won every trophy going. That kid, and no one's talking about him being world class. But
Bro, look at him in the European Championships.
do you know what I mean? In the
For England.
under 21s, and no one's talking about it, but everyone's going, "Oh, but Saka's world class." So to me, like you say, the title's being thrown around, and people going, "Oh yeah, but he's world class," and this and that. What makes Saka any different to Harvey Elliott?
Yeah, but listen. The a lot of these Arsenal fans tried telling me that Declan Rice is in the top 3 best midfielders in the world. So when they're saying that, man, you just ignore it. You know what I mean? So yeah, don't even take it seriously, bro, because that's the kind of things they're coming out with these days. You know. So next they'll be telling me Martinelli's is the best left winger in the league. So yeah, let's just sidestep that one. How about that? Yeah. Big up to Mizo Momo for coming back through as well. Big up for coming on. Guys, before we wrap, big up to yourself with all your questions. We're trying to get on to the opening Premier League season fixtures, obviously, this weekend. Certain Man United, obviously, against Arsenal. Massive game. I'm hoping this guy right behind me, Carlos Baleba, I'm hoping he's through the door by then, which, again, I think it's unlikely. But as long as we get some movement on that, then I'll be happy. I'll be happy. But, bro, what do you think the Man United Arsenal game? How do you think it's going to get on? What you saying?
I'll be honest. It depends on. I think United will be up for it. I think the 2 centre backs are gonna. If Sesko starts, the 2 centre backs are gonna be tested. Because I think he is quick, direct, and I think Gabriel is the stronger out of the 2 of them. And I know Saliba likes to shepherd him out, but my thing is more. I don't know. It can go either way. I think Arsenal is set up well. I think Arsenal can set up well, and I think Man United will test them. I think Man United have a point to prove, basically, at this point. At this point, they got a point to prove. Like they want to set standards. So why not set by beating a team that come second last year? Do you know what I mean? We're here to make a statement now. This is what we want. Then again, Arsenal need to come out the blocks and go, we don't only want second this year. We need to come first. Yeah. But again, for me, it will be interesting to see how they start. It'll be feisty, and there'll be cards.
Yeah,
and there'll be a lot of back and forth. But I think it's going to be very, very interesting in terms of how both teams set up. Who's at home? Is Man United at home or is Arsenal at home?
Man United at home. Yeah, they're at home.
Okay, so yeah, it'll be interesting. I think.
Listen. I think United don't lose this game purely because they're at home, and for me, United ain't been great in pre-season. But I think when it comes to Arsenal, they always step up against Arsenal.
Yeah.
And we need to step up. I'm hoping they step up. So I think Arsenal, for me, if Arsenal want to be serious contenders for this league title, they have to go to Old Trafford and beat United. They have to do that for me. But I reckon at best, I reckon it's going to be a draw. I'm going to say a draw. What you mentioned about Sesko, yeah? I actually don't think Sesko starts. I don't think he starts.
Do you not think so?
Nah, and I tell you why, yeah? This manager, let's face it, he's a coward, yeah, really, when you think about it. Because against Arsenal at home, I want to see United go on the front foot and start and put Arsenal under pressure and let them know what time it is. Yeah. I've got a feeling what he's going to do, yeah? And again, if he doesn't do that, I'll hold my hands up and say, do you know what? He proved me wrong. But I think what he's going to do, so I think Onana comes back in goal. The back 3, it depends if the Lic's not injured. If the Lic's not injured, then I think he plays the Ligt, Euro, and I'm not sure about Mazraoui because Mazraoui hasn't even been playing. So I think if the Ligt, I reckon it could be the Ligt on the right side. Lenny Yoro on the left side, and then Harry Maguire in the middle of the 3.
Yeah,
I can see him doing that. I don't think Aiden Heaven starts. Mazraoui again hasn't been playing pre-season, So I think he'll go Maguire, De Ligt, Euro. But if the Ligt's still injured, then he'll go Maguire, Euro, and probably Aiden Heaven, left side
Okay.
centre back. Yeah, the two wing backs. He's going to play Patrick Dorgu left wing back.
Yeah.
Now the right hand side. As much as I don't want to see Ahmad play there because Ahmad's a 10, he's one of our best players. If he was to drop Ahmad and play Dallo, sack him, sack him. But I don't think he's going to do that personally. Yeah, I think he's going to play Ahmad on the right, Dorgu on the left, and then the midfield. I think he's going to play Ugarte and Casemiro. I think he's going to go defensive in there, which
You
means
think so?
he's going to. Yeah, I've got a feeling he's going to do this. Yeah, I reckon he plays Ugarte and Casemiro because they're a bit more defensive, and he's going to play Bruno as a left 10, Embuemo, and then Cunha through the middle.
That makes
That's
no
what I
sense.
think he might do.
But to me, that makes no sense because now you're playing into Arsenal fans because they play two DMs as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well. I mean, they play. Well, they play. They're going to play Zubamendi as the deepest line midfielder, as the anchor, really, and
You're
then
playing
Declan Rice will be
definitely.
box
Yeah.
to box, and then Odegaard will be floating in around the number 10 position and in the 8. But I can just see him doing that because Bruno. Because the key to all this is Bruno Fernandes because he's going to play Bruno Fernandes.
No matter
Now,
what. Yeah.
if he was to be defensive, he plays Bruno in the 10 and then plays two midfielders behind him that have a bit more energy. Like, well, not bit. Well, you got his energy, and then you got Casemiro's experience.
Yeah.
So that's what I can see him doing. And if it's a case where he can fit in Bruno, Cunha, and Embuemo, he'll play Cunha through the middle and then play Embuemo from the right, and then Bruno from the left. Or what he might do is play Bruno and Ugarte, and then play Mason Mount, Embuemo, and Cunha. But I don't think Sesko starts the game. I don't see it. I don't think he takes that risk because Sesko hasn't played yet. First game of the season, he knows he's under pressure. I just
Yeah.
can't see him playing Sesko to start with. I can't
Yeah,
see
but
it.
you spend all that money
Yeah.
for my man to sit on the bench.
But again, that's true. Again, though, yeah, this wasn't the striker that Amorim actually wanted. He wanted Ollie Watkins. So Sesko's more of a club signing. So
That's
I'm just
mad.
saying that don't be surprised if he doesn't start Sesko. Because you got to look at the fact that it's Sesko's first game. Even though they are at home and the crowd will be behind, I just got a feeling he's going to think cautious because this manager's a coward, really.
Yeah, but
So, yeah,
in my
that's what I
head,
believe.
in my head, he's an unknown. So why would you not
Yeah,
start him? Do you know what I mean? It's not like the two. It's not like Harry Maguire,
yeah,
Euro, and thing have played against him. I
yeah,
don't know if they have or they haven't, but in this league they definitely haven't. So you don't know
yeah.
what he's gonna do. He might come short. Do you know what I mean? To me,
But the thing is, from what the manager's shown me, from how long he's been there, he notoriously makes the wrong decisions.
yeah,
And as I said, I think a lot of it is going to be to do with because you got to think this manager cannot afford to lose this game, the first game of the season,
no,
arch rivals, and he's under pressure from last season. So that midfield area, as we know, is a problem. So I can't see him playing Bruno and someone else in there against Arsenal's midfield, where, as we know, Arsenal are going to be on the front foot. You'd think.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
reckon he would rather go a bit more defensive in there, but then that means he's got to play Bruno somewhere. And as we know, Bruno can't play a 10 in the system, but he's gonna shoehorn him into the team. And I just believe that yeah, he's gonna go that way. Me personally, you know, if it was my team, a lot of these players wouldn't be playing. So I've just got a feeling he's gonna do something, yeah.
he's gonna try and get him
Um,
in the team somehow.
Yeah, because Bruno's going to play. And I think if he wants to be the more defensive, he plays Bruno as a 10. Or if he does play Bruno as an 8, I can see him playing Mason Mount as one of the 10s. But what I'm trying to say, Sesko's not starting this game. Because you got to look at
Yeah,
it as well. If the game's at a stalemate, yeah, or if the game is, let's say Arsenal are edging it 1-0 or something like that, yeah, he's going to want to use Sesko as a new signing to get the fans up.
yeah, yeah.
You
But
see what I mean?
Yeah, but I'd start him. It'd be a fucking problem. It'd be a fucking problem.
Yeah,
I'd start him because
I'd start him. I'd start him
him
as a
him
new
and
signing. But
him and Cunha for the
yeah,
two defenders is a handful. I'm not being. That's a handful.
yeah,
Like that.
yeah,
That is an actual. That is an actual handful. So I'm
yeah.
not being funny because Cunha's one. Is not one to sit in battle with you.
Mm,
And I feel like Sesko is horrible because you don't know
yeah.
if he's coming short, if he's going long,
Mm,
his turn of pace is quite good. It's stuff
yeah.
like that. So I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree, but I'm just saying what this manager might do because
Yeah,
personally, if Xerxes was fit, I'm starting Xerxes as the 9.
yeah,
But I can just see this manager being a bit cautious because again, he cannot afford to lose this game. And if he
yeah,
plays Bruno in there, they're gonna be open and he's gonna be under pressure. So I think he goes defensive at home personally. But all I would say is we are gonna be here for this, and as I say, I'm gonna do a live watch along, and I don't care what happens, but you cannot lose this game. And if he
yeah,
does lose this game, yeah, he's under pressure because that means he's gonna have to go to Fulham and win.
yeah, yeah,
Because you don't win at Fulham and you get a draw, let's say. So if let's say he draws at Arsenal, draws at Fulham, beats Burnley, but then gets 2 draws or a couple of losses at City and Chelsea, it's not good enough. You'll be under pressure. Because the next
yeah,
5 after that are not easy either. Liverpool's in there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Which
you,
is
you
horrible.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, it's a horrible time to play us as well.
Yeah. So that's what I mean, man. But yeah, that's what I believe, man. But hopefully this guy behind me signs in time. And if he does sign in time, which again's a long shot, you just put him straight into that lineup, into that midfield. And the reason why I want Baleba to sign so badly as well, because Baleba's gonna make the team selection of Amrim very difficult. Because when you're bringing him in, he starts. Now, if you're
You
gonna
got
play Bruno next to him, people are gonna say like some people. A lot of people have been saying as well, Bruno needs someone next to him. Now, what people need to get into their heads is that Bruno is the problem here
yeah,
because
he
why
is.
is it everyone has to fit in alongside Bruno? Yeah. Now, if you get Baleba in, you're gonna have the likes of Kobe Minu,
That's what I mean.
Ugarte,
Yeah,
Ugarte, Casemiro, Mason Mount. Yeah, a lot of these players that are on big money and have cost a lot of money, these guys are not going to figure in the team. So how is he going to keep justifying in shoehorning Bruno into the team?
yeah, yeah.
Because you're
Because
bringing
sure,
in Baleba starts, and that means that's one place that is a certainty, and you're now having one other position where you're going to keep playing Bruno Fernandes, but how are you going to keep all these other players happy?
but surely you'd have to get rid of Casemiro. And why is Kobe May? Why would you not start Kobe
Bro,
Mainoo?
Casemiro's not going anywhere. He's got 1 year left of his contract. This is last season. He ain't going anywhere. He ain't
That's
gonna do that.
mad.
I'm trying to say to you.
That's
Yeah,
what I
he
mean.
ain't
But
going nowhere.
it's mad. It's mad that it's that.
Mm.
But it's also mad the fact that you almost forget you got Kobe Mainoo, but
Yep.
they're talking about starting like the like you're almost talking about starting someone else and not starting like you could have such a good
Yeah.
midfield if you didn't have Bruno.
Bro,
Ju-
listen,
ju-
you're telling someone, yeah, that has been saying this for years. Like, I don't like the thing is, he divides the fan base, yeah, because a lot of these fans are just in love with his numbers, yeah. He's a massive problem to this team because when he's someone that when you got a player like that, yeah, who's ill disciplined, and the manager who's his compatriot lets him do whatever he wants, and he plays every game, you're gonna have players on there that are not gonna figure as much. And
yeah,
Kobe's been rumored to be signing a new contract, and I hope he does, yeah, if it's for the right money. But the problem is that as long as this manager's here, Kobe's not doing much because this system kills him. For
yeah,
one, Bruno Fernandes plays every game, which means if Bruno's playing every game, you've then got the likes of Ugarte, Casemiro, Mason Mount, um, Kobe Mainu. You've got them battling for like one position, realistically.
which is
because of this
ridiculous.
player. So yeah, it's a problem, man. But as I said, this guy's got 5 games until the start of the season. 5 games start of the season, and we're gonna see what's really going on. So it is what it is. But guys, listen up. Big up yourselves each and every time for coming through. Jonas, bro, big up each and every time for coming back on as always as well.
Pleasure.
Yeah, guys, make sure you're following Jonas, man, on his Instagram. His link is in the description, and again, make sure you follow him on Twitter as well. So give him a follow, guys. And as always, apologies for not reading out everyone's chat. There's quite a lot in there, and obviously we're a bit pressed for time. So, but yeah, it's much appreciated each and every one of you coming on, contributing to the channel. Channel's growing rapidly as well.
It's good.
Yeah, it's growing good, man. I think I had about 3K views on one the other day, which has been the highest so far. So yeah, it's growing. And you know what's funny as well, actually, before I forget. So I put a post out, yeah. I done it literally about 23 hours ago, yeah. It's weird. So I said world-class centre backs in their prime, who you taking? So the list was Van Dijk, Sergio Ramos, Thiago Silva, and who's the other one? Oh, and Rafael Varane. Yeah. Now check what happened. Have you heard of DR Sports?
Yeah.
Right. So DR Sports, yeah. And again, my channel is relatively small in comparison to theirs, yeah.
Yeah.
So DR Sports, yeah, have put out a poll, yeah, and it was an hour later to what I done, yeah. And they've done exactly the same thing, but they've put out who has been the best centre back over the last 15 years, yeah. And the guys they use is exactly the same players that I use, but one. So they took out Varane and put in Gerard Piqué, yeah. So again, like I'm not saying like if to me it's coincidence,
Yeah.
But it's weird how I put that out 23 hours ago, and they put it out literally an hour after the same poll that I done. Because what's the likelihood of them doing exactly the same poll? Because I can just go on my phone and I just see the same thing, but they've worded it a bit different. So again, who knows, man? The channel may be getting viewed by DR Sports. Who knows? But I just think that it was kind of a coincidence that they've done exactly the same poll that I done.
Yeah, exactly.
Same players, but changed one, and they worded it a bit different. So, so yeah, DR Sportsman, if you're watching, at least give man some recognition. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no, all love, man, all love. But as I said, man, the channel's growing well. So, yeah, listen, I'm gonna keep working at it, man. So, yeah, as I said, appreciate you coming on each and every time, man.
Listen, I'm always available. You know, I'm always happy to chat football, chat whatever nonsense people want to chat.
Yeah, listen, it is what it is, man. Opinions divide, man. But this is what we're all about, man. So, so yeah, as I said, man, much appreciated. But guys, we're gonna be back same time next week. So as always, make sure you guys come through. As I said, big up to all the mods, big up to all the newcomers coming through as well. And guys, as I keep saying, make sure you smash the like button. Smashing that like button to help the channel get seen by more people. And again, make sure you sub to the channel as well. I think we're on 1,300 and I want to say 75, I think it might be. So yeah, just make sure you sub to the channel and smash the like. And as I said, make sure you give Jonas a follow as well on his Instagram and on his Twitch. So yeah, but guys, big up yourselves. Going to be back tomorrow, obviously for the early stream, 11:30. So yeah, I'll see you guys back tomorrow. As I said, big up yourselves each and every time for contributing to the channel. And yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys in a bit. Jonas, big up, bro. Say for coming on, yeah.
No worries. Take it easy, brother.
Take care, man.
Bless.
Later.